So I want you to try this one with me. Lead shoulder, trail shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, lead shoulder down, underneath your chin, right shoulder up and back, and you don't sit. We're going to look at the direction of the shoulders, not just the way that we turn. Now, this lead shoulder down and underneath, this makes the downswing easier because this lead shoulder, what we're going to do now is replace it with the trail shoulder, but slightly lower. Lead shoulder down and under, trail shoulder under and slightly lower. Let's look at a fascinating video. This will improve your ball striking and your entire swing immediately. Let's talk about a different way to turn and a different way to tilt to the top. From the left thigh here to the left hip, the left knee to the left hip. Let's have a look at this. I want this to move in and underneath you. I want this left thigh to move in and underneath you. Now, this is going to help your arms travel, especially for those aging players. Arm travel, club travel. What a way to pick up your speed. Taking pressure off your joints. But for the younger players, getting this left hip, this left thigh to move in and under you will help you get your shoulders closer to that PGA average of 40 degrees. If I turn level, like 40 degrees is 1 yard over the golf ball. That's a little technical for you, but that's the average. You can measure that with SWINGSLAPP there in the App Store. Left knee and hip and shoulder go out. I'm buckling, I'm off the ball, and I'm in trouble. So watch the amateur's left shoulder and left knee, how they go straight out. The left hip goes out, the shoulder goes out, and the knee goes out. And the shoulders are really in an awkward position. And this is happening to 8 out of 10 amateur players. Now look at the professional. The shoulder's going to stay in, and the left knee stays in. And all of a sudden, we've got the shoulders. Look how high his right shoulder is compared to the amateur. And this is what's making the downswing close to automatic. Right. So here's how you can practice it. Get to the top, left hip in, 1. Might look like I'm slightly reverse pivoting, left hip under. You can get your fingers here, push this under. As you're turning, the shoulder moves underneath your chin. And then from here, we can move through the golf ball. Absolutely rip that one. That's about as good as I can hit a golf ball. Now the move through the golf ball, I love this one. Once you get the tilting of the left side, once this moves in and under, this one has to move in and under. All right, so we're going left under, left hip under, right hip under. And you can really get a feel with this move. Left hand on top, because this keeps the shoulder up. On the way back, left thigh and hip under, right hip under. And this way we start to move freely, powerfully, really moving through the golf ball much, much more effectively. Guys, give it a go. Great way to get the tilts and the turns in your swing the way that the great players are really moving. Now, it really is staggering when we look at the engine room of the swing and what the world's best players are doing. There's Rory McIlroy working on a drill. Look at the number, 40 degrees, 1 yard over the golf ball. Now, a lot of people would say, okay, that's too technical, right? But then again, can't we use mechanics to create a feel, right? I mean, this is how I've built my swing because, yeah, just looking at these players, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? Like when we have a look, like they're all within a couple of degrees of each other. And the further away that you are from these proven positions, seriously, it makes ball striking a little bit more difficult. Halfway through the ball, when the arms are halfway through the through swing, 55 degrees, that's the average. 1 yard over the golf ball or half a yard when your arms are halfway through. And this is making ball striking easier. Surely we can use some technology here to create feel. It's really important to work with evidence-based instruction. Look, old school is great, isn't it? I love old school too, but surely we can start to use some of the technology to understand our own swings better and improve our golf. This is the software that I use for my online lessons, but you can also download SWINGSLAPP in the App Store to keep an eye on the measurements and movements of your swing. Let's have a look at this. This is a great way to feel what great players are doing. Pop a cap on, get up against a wall or anything, all right? And take your address position like you would when you're hitting an iron shot here. Now, what I want you to do, we're going to hold the club like this, right? See where my hands are, palms pointed down. Now, if I have my arms up like at a 90-degree angle, I want you to drop them down to about 45 degrees. Now, this lead shoulder doesn't work out, right? It works in. Okay? Now, this lead shoulder doesn't work out, it works in. This right shoulder doesn't work out, it works under, right? Getting that right. Once you stop guessing at what you might be doing wrong and you fix exactly what's holding you back, it's an unbelievable feeling playing the best golf that you've ever played. Dr. Robert Neal is working with so many top 50 players in the world, and in March 2026, we've got a few spots available in Orlando, Florida with our golf schools. We're specializing with senior golfers, like helping people play better golf and improve faster. If you're interested, reach out to me at Craig at WorldClassGolf.com and we'll get you playing the best golf that you've ever played. If I turn with this left shoulder coming out, my pivot, my turn, it buckles, head goes off the golf ball. To get any compression now, unconsciously, I'm going to come over it. So by creating a little bit of this left hip, left shoulder in, almost looks like I'm reverse pivoting. But when I put in the turn, I'm not. When we see players like Scotty Scheffler, Xander, there's players at the top of the swing where they have a little bit of chest extension here. This helps a lot of amateurs get compression, because when you're right on top of the shot, you're going to have more shaft length. I've always loved analyzing the world's best ball strikers. It's like, what can I take? What can I learn? What can I steal from these incredible players? And it's almost like late in the backswing, they have this extension of their chest. So many of them. It's like the head moves slightly towards the target. Now, this creates awesome compression. And we see the left hip, like the left hip moves in, it actually makes the weight go to the trail leg. I use a lot of force plates and mats. So as this left hip moves in, the weight transfers, even though the head's really centered. And even though there's this extension here, I think when we look at like Garcia, and people don't know how good this guy hit it or hits it, right? Not a good putter, not the best attitude. Statistically, second best iron player that we've seen last 25 years. Guess who's number one? Tiger Woods. And it's the same thing, isn't it? Left hip moves in, chest moves up, and the head's almost moving in the other direction. This makes compression like so much easier. It makes the downswing, it makes the shoulder come underneath. Unfortunately, with the amateur players, they're moving that way. You just can't hit it from there. It doesn't matter if you've got your best shoes, best pants on. It's just not going to work from that position. Right, let's get further on into the video. This is a death move, really, this one over here. And I've had a couple of hip replacements. I was born a little bit funny, nothing to do with golf, and I was over in that direction. So I know what it's like. And you can rebuild it and you can get closer. Even for the aging players, you can get so close here to what the younger players are doing. So there's your position, left under, right under, okay? Left under, right under. And you can, you don't have to have a wall like this. You can get out there and get the same feeling of what you're doing. And this is just keeping this left shoulder in, not out. And then you'll be able to turn with this right shoulder in, turning with a high left pec. And as I always say, and I love this, open up the window, stick your head out and turn with water dripping out your ear and a high left pec. Keep the left shoulder in, keep the right shoulder in, and you're getting your body to move much, much more effectively like the great players are really doing.
Voted Best Swing Analysis and Best Online Instruction by several independent surveys, World Class Golf Instruction is transforming thousands of golfers at every skill level. Do not miss out. This video platform has over 1,400 videos and 85 separate masterclass series. The most structured and detailed video platform ever created, improving golfers on average between 4 and 11 shots. Join the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction. This is golf instruction that you've never seen before. The proven PGA corridors, factual evidence-based material. Unleash your true potential with the cutting-edge swing analysis technology. Experience the thrill of progress with the state-of-the-art practice programs and specialized golf fitness plans. Best information available.